Hi everybody, and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to just let you know that I've had another weight loss this week and I am delighted. So I will let you know how much that is in a moment. And then after that I'm going to talk about just a few things that I've isolated as being helping me to lose this weight over this period, this last week. First thing I'm going to do is just quickly put up my stats for the day, just my eating and my blood pressure and all that sort of stuff. I'll just quickly post those on here. And of course then I'm going to put up a picture of my scales, which show a nice little weight loss now. I'm down to 90.6, which is 1.1 kilograms lighter than I was last week. So altogether, I have lost 1.3, 1.4, 2.4 kilograms. So that makes me feel really happy over a 2-week period. So the other thing that what I was thinking was, I started thinking about what it is that's kept me on track for this period of time so that I could actually get this weight lost. And I think probably the first thing that I've thought about is having all the right foods available. I've spent a lot of time making sure that I've got correct amount of food, the correct types of food available in the fridge or in the pantry, and also in the freezer, because it's so easy just to be able to take something out the fridge or out the freezer when you know you've got a meal coming up, and to have everything there all ready to go. In the past, I haven't been as good at planning, and I think, oh yes, I'll get everything planned, and I never seem to. I get probably to about a week or so, and then I run out of ideas, and life happens, and yeah, it can be a bit chaotic. So this time I've made a concerted effort to make sure that I do have the foods that I need, and I look ahead to, a couple of days ahead, just to make sure that what I'm going to have the next day, that I've got it in the cupboard, or if I need to take it out of the freezer. And in my plan it shows there that some of the times that I have like the same meal several days in a row. Like for breakfast, I absolutely don't mind having the same breakfast every day. I like having cereal. I enjoy having cereal. Every now and again, I'd love to have some toast and marmalade, but marmalade, oh no, I have actually got some marmalade here that's sugar-free. So, but I've always got to be careful that I can only use orange marmalade. I can't use anything that's got grapefruit in it. Once again, because of the medications that I'm on. So I try and stick to the cereal, which is normally like cornflakes or Weet Bix or something. Every now and again I have a bit of porridge. So yeah, having that same meal every day. I'm not one for getting up and cooking a hot breakfast, like a full breakfast. Never have been, and I don't sort of see any reason to sort of start doing it now. So I am quite happy with the same type of meal every day, and so that makes that quite easy. I'm always making sure that I've got plenty of salad vegetables. Now, we're in the middle of winter here. Salad vegetables are a little bit high on the price scale, like tomatoes. Lettuce isn't too bad. Cucumbers are up quite high. So I just try and make sure that I've got plenty of salad vegetables. The other thing that I do enjoy is beetroot, and I make sure that I've always got tins of beetroot in the pantry as well. That's probably one of my most favourite vegetables. I don't actually cook beetroot myself, but I might actually give that a try, because I have seen it in the supermarket here, had it in the veggie department. So I might give that a go sometime and just see how I go. But in the meantime, it's just so easy just to take the lid off a can of beetroot and put it into a container and just keep it there in the fridge. So the other thing that I have in the morning is a coffee. Now, I have in there on my plan, I put down that I have a Diane coffee. The reason that I have that is that my daughter, Diane, has got a coffee machine and she lives downstairs and she makes the coffee every morning. So I have worked out how much milk and everything she puts in it, so I just put that down as a Diane coffee rather than one that I get from a coffee cart or something like that. So that's why I have the Diane coffee in there. For dinner, I do enjoy having a steak. I haven't had a lot of steak or red meat over the last period of time, but I think I should be having more. It is good protein. And eggs, I shouldn't have too many because the yolks have got, they're very high in fat. I could probably have as many whites as I wanted to, but what's an egg if you can't have the yolk? So I like to have the red meat. I like to have a nice steak, and I always, when I go to the supermarket, I always get a couple of extra bits so that I can keep those in the freezer. I like pork as well. But pork can get a bit you have to cook pork very well, and it can be inclined to get a bit dry at times. So not too much on that. But I always make sure, yes, that I've got a good supply of red meat, probably steak or mince meat, which is, I think you call hamburger. And I make patties with those, and with an egg and a bit of onion and things like that. And I've got some of those frozen in the freezer as well. And it's just easy to take a couple of those out and have them thaw, and then just fry those up and have them with some salad veggies or some hot veggies, which aren't too bad this time of the year, like the cabbage and cauliflower, and I'm not much of a broccoli person. So yeah, cabbage and carrots, it's always good just to boil up some carrots and have with that as well. So I think just making sure that I do have plenty of the right sort of vegetables on, in stock. I try and keep as much here as I can without deciding at times that I'm going to end up wasting some of it. So that's one of the things that I like to do. The other thing that helps me keep on track during the week is constantly looking at other people's videos. I always like to search other people. I've got some that I subscribe to, and it's always good just to keep a track on how they're going with their progress. Or I've got some that have lost, one lass I follow, she lost about 130 pounds 10 years ago, and she's still lost that weight. And it's good to follow her and to see the struggles that she goes through trying to maintain that weight. Others, they've lost weight, but they're quite physical. They do a lot of gym work and things like that. But it's just good to see, how other people tackle their weight issue, what they incorporate into their weight loss journey. And that helps me stay motivated and helps me to feel that I'm not in this on my own. Because it's very easy at times to think that you're the only one in the world that's got this problem and you're struggling away there. You're not really, You've got others that have got the problem, and it's good to be able to sort of find companionship in watching their videos and just seeing how they're going and making yourself feel a wee bit more comfortable, that you've got this issue, but you're not the only one. The other thing that I've found that's been very good is staying true to myself. Now, what I mean by this is believing that I've got the ability to do this, and that I've got the strength and the determination to carry this through. And as I say, I have to keep remembering to stay true to myself and know that I can do this. I've just got to stay motivated, and I've just got to stay on track. And if I can just stay true to myself and keep saying, you've got this, you can do this, then I'm pretty sure that I will be able to succeed in this. And it's quite important, because self-doubt can be a bit of a killer. And I don't let myself doubt that I can do this. I know that I can. I keep telling myself that I can, and I keep to the plan and make sure that I get the results. And for the first 2 weeks now, the first 2 weigh-ins, I've had good results. I'm not on a plan where I intend to lose 50 pound in 2 months or anything like that. It's going to be a slow journey, and I know that. I don't think it's healthy for me to be losing big amounts of weight in a hurry. I think it's just really taking it very gently and just making sure that the weight does come down. So those are the 3 things that I've thought about, that I've been able to use as motivators to keep me on track over this last couple of weeks, and hopefully to see me into the future. So on that note, I'll finish this little talk. It's a really cold, miserable day here. It's the middle of winter and it's raining and it's been really quite horrible. So I'm going to go and curl up now and get this edited and get it onto YouTube, and I will be back again tomorrow. So in the meantime, stay safe everybody and take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, bye-bye.